propeller folds out, like so, by centrifugal force. Get it to come out there, see?
Let me do that for you, please.
Oh, okay, just demoing here. See, the centrifugal force holds it out.
Is this son Kyle Franklin as they are in the air in the prototype Kyle starts to see the world from another point of view. He says, no, I was out entertaining. It gets quiet. In true wing walking fashion, we'll watch Kyle in the red jumpsuit start to walk. He's going to change location. He's now up on the fuselage. He's now getting position on the wing. He's now on the wing.
That's an e-ticket ride on that wing.
Two wing walkers and two aircraft. You better find remember the sound. Or as we're calling it, the hoodler. Rolls in the inverted position, gets barely off the ground, and maybe 120 miles an hour right there. Bobby Younger will be getting the Bill Barber Award tonight in the Theater of the Woods. A great honor.
He's low.
Look at Bobby pulling out of his plane straight up in the sky, hanging on the prop down here. Bobby is a dealer for these airplanes, and he can teach you to fly these airplanes. American champion, right back down the ground, and he is working right out here in front of you.
You have to be a good stick and rudder man to fly that kind of airplane that good.
Hang on the prop, vertical penetration, 180 horsepower, just before stop, kicks the rudder, down he comes, a beautiful overhead turnaround, right back in the aerobatic area. Bobby Youngkin, he flies Samson, he flies the Learjet, he flies the Twin Peaks, he's doing a
Very smooth. What I used to do.
80 horsepower.
You stole my routine.
Liberty parachute team down across the front. Give the big hand to that one great show opener. Here comes Bobby. He turned upside down.
That neat?
That's good.
That was good.
No smooth, no graceful. Only Bobby Youngkin can do it. This is the decathlon. 1-year-old, 2-year-old.
That's what I used to fly.
And there goes the Liberty.
Oh, yeah. Old pro. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. That takes a little horsepower. Yeah, if that engine had a sputter, we would have watched it very carefully.
The power of power. Starts as a tumbling lobster box and then converts into a controlled torque roll. He can reach speeds as high as 80 miles per hour falling backward. The power of power. Approaching turns in, changing position. Mustang parade car.
Torque rolls.
Takes around the world to break down. Reach the edge 540. And you see the power tail slide. Watch now, we're running in sexy inside natural. That's right. Not two. Let's fly with sexy inside snap roll on the 45-degree line. Let's fly. Julie Roy. In the meantime, right from the
And home from that war are four daring young aviators known as the Red Baron Squadron. Oh yeah, we're gonna fly for you. Ladies and gentlemen, what happened then is these guys came home and they knew how to fly an airplane, but they didn't know how to make any money doing it. Let's go back for a minute and consider where the fighter pilot came from. Anybody that believes this young man came from World War II or Korea or Vietnam? One more time, back on the stick. One more time. That's the way it is.
I saw fire coming out of the window.
Coming by to give him a great big
Backfired fire.
There's an aviator outside the bird.
go, I got it. I guess we're gonna race them.
Starting now, get ready.
Now,
right now they're about 80, 90 miles an hour. Now they're coming back 100, 150. Right now about 180. Now they're getting 200. About 240. Now they're down to about 150. Now here's where they get to about 80, 90. And they come back again. That's smooth, isn't it? That is smooth.
But one of them in 1954 was the transport
that was in Vietnam and support the fighter deployed. They call it COI. Yeah, they were phasing out the period early.
Now, the airplane we're talking about was Fort Maryland was rolled back in 1954. It all happened.
What do you guys just do, like a run up, like right here in the middle of the runway, or what? Cool.
You have to run the mixture on a little lean while we're sitting on the ground so it doesn't load up. Huh?
that is your trim.
Gotcha. Where's the trim?
Indicator right there. See, there's no, this one doesn't count.
Okay.
We're going to rotate it 65 to 70.
Okay.
Let's climb out at 100. It's going to take a lot of right rudder on the takeoff. Wherever he tells you to go. Okay. I'll be watching you here.
Okay, no problem.
you last time.
I tell you, I had a dream of something. It wasn't just a wild, crazy-haired dream. I believed that if I could meet this goal, that almost by definition, I would meet the goal of safety and affordability. And what I'm about to describe is something that I want to do. I don't know when I can do it, but I want to do it. And that is at Oshkosh. Buy a $5 lottery ticket to be an astronaut. I even buy 100 tickets. Sell lottery tickets here in Oshkosh. On Friday morning you have the drawing, and these two people are now entering a training program to be an astronaut. On Friday, they go up in our extra, which Mike uses for G-tolerance and for unusual attitude stuff, and Chuck Coleman flies them and does this 5G turn and make sure that they handle that okay. We put them in the White Knight during the evening air show, and we do the dead stick landing trick and the steep pull-ups and the zero-G pushovers as part of the evening air show. Okay? And then Sunday in the evening air show goes like this. There's a biplane act. Okay? After the biplane act, the White Knight with a spaceship and the two new astronauts, maybe a couple of these guys paid only $5. That's all. Right in front of us. Okay? It takes an hour to get to altitude. It climbs over us. Downlink video, and you can hear them talking and seeing whether they're nervous. And while that goes on, there's two more biplane acts. And then the White Knight, making contrails, goes out over Lake Winnebago and heads this way. And then a Waco with a jet engine underneath it goes out. Everybody's on the radio, and you see what the guys did. How many were here? How many here were at Mojave on the 21st of June? Was that cool? You watch a contrail, and then you watch this plume, and you watch it go and go and go and go and go and go and go. And it burns for a minute and a half. I don't think we ought to do a biplane act while these guys are in space. Because the downlink video showing them, you know, Mike did the M&M trick, and I think other guys will come up with better, or excuse me, other ideas. But I think everybody that has the freedom to try something new without telling his boss, and he didn't tell me about the M&M, I swear. I think people want to do, you know, bring your cat or your lover. I think the audience ought to watch the spaceflight when they're downlink video and you see the big screen stuff. And that'd be kind of cool. Okay, the spaceship does its re-entry over Lake Winnebago right there. And then up at 70,000 feet, it turns into a little glider with an LRD of 7.5. It takes about 20 minutes if you want to fly slow to get down, 25. And while it's gliding down, you got time for two more biplane acts. And then it circles right over and it comes right in here and it lands. And right in front of all of you, you get to see the presentation of the award of the next two passenger. Keep in mind the significance of Mike's flight. He was not the first commercial astronaut. Because in Houston, if you ride in the back without a window, they call you an astronaut. Mike is a pilot, not a passenger. He was the first commercial, private person to fly a spacecraft out of the atmosphere. That you all hear about, You don't just run into black sky at 327,000 feet. If you go to 100,000 feet, the sky is very, very dark. And we have to go more than 3 times that high. Okay? It gradually goes black, but it is startling when it does. Okay? We climb at an acceleration that is more than any other manned spacecraft, in that we start off with full propellant 3 Gs forward. Just like that. When you see his head snap, that's 3 Gs, just like that, forward. And he has a task of having to pull 3.5 to 4 Gs up. If he doesn't, he's going to go too fast that way, where he wants to go high that way. Now, the beauty about this is that we launch it, we ignite the engine only about 130 knots. Indicated speed.
300 knots.
Okay. It's about 0.5 Mach number up at close to 50,000 feet. We start real high. There's not much atmosphere left above 50,000 feet in terms of density. We turn steeply and we go to vertical as soon as we can. And as you accelerate, even though you go to Mach 3, the highest indicated airspeed, you see on the airspeed indicator, is 260 knots. And in fact, when we're Mach 3 in June, when the engine shut off, Mach 3, we're half of the way up, about 180,000 feet. Mach 3, the indicated speed is 40 knots.
That's right. But the rate of climb has to be seen to be believed.
This is rollout, it's dark. By the way, we don't have a tow bar, we just push it out.
You hear the wind blowing. It was blowing 50 knots when we got up in the morning.
Our crosswind limit's about 15 knots. Response, sir?
We can take off into it.
Mr. Allen?
Take off and land into it. But again, it's just after the sun comes up, usually it dies way down. So we're still optimistic.
Ever the optimist.
You're right, it's going straight down. Oh, you did? That's pretty good without a flight suit.
Yeah, well, he knows the program manager. So you know, it's right up there.
That's Brian Binney, that's the White Knight pilot. Matt Steinmetz is the project engineer of the spaceship, and he's going to fly in the White Knight and pull the handle of the launch.
He's the one who drops me off. He's responsible for my life.
This is the White Knight. By the way, the cockpits look identical. You have to tell them which one's it. I actually got in there and closed the door and then quickly got out. You can see you're a little worried. Mike's wife, Sally.
So it's one of those little,
Right, it's a
little
lucky
things
charm.
that we do, yeah.
That's
You
right.
bet. And I would like to personally thank you for today.
Mike's lucky charm is on her collar.
Okay.
It's an exciting day.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Sally pins that little horseshoe on me every flight.
Part of the law that we have to do to actually conduct a commercial space launch. But the part of the discussion I think everybody's considered, and that's what we're all about.
Pretty big crowd, about 27,000 people.
What this is not an air show. You won't see people wing warming. You won't see airplanes flying upside down.
Kevin Mickey, who was our public announcer. Over on the right is Sally saying goodbye to Mike the flight, waving at him. By the way, these are afterburning engines because rocket guys like noise. The engines are out of a T-38 trainer.
Well, I was amazed at the crowd. There was a lot of people there.
We're taxiing down to the end of the runway, which is a 9,700 foot runway in Mojave.
And recorders are upstairs.
Upstairs is a white knight.
Is oxygen.
Now those were not broadcast out.
Oh,
There
you're
was
right.
intercom between the two aircraft.
Time looks like 1946, 20, 21, 22, 23.
Under concur.
The takeoff is not done with afterburner. It's mill power for takeoff. We use afterburner only above about 35,000 feet.
Powers up here, speeds alive, and we're going.
That is quite a view from the spaceship, believe me. The ground is very close.
90 knots. Rotation. 100.
What you have on the tail of the white knight. Camera you'll see later is on the tail of the spaceship.
No lights.
And this is from the window of the spaceship.
And that shows up. And oxygen. Okay.
Oxygen.
To normal.
I guess video is off, right? Yeah.
And white knight say altitude.
I think 9,000 overhead power.
And I wrote it.
That's Joshua Approach and Edwards.
Okay. Next stop is 25, correct?
And base white knight's coming up on 300 for UV lights, we go. The next scene, you'll see the nozzles open. We're in afterburner.
Level 442.
We're in full afterburner climb.
Looks like this is about as high as this elevator's gonna go.
Okay. Done a good job. Bishop 1
Basic pilot is good to go. To go.
Right about here, your heart rate's pretty high.
Ready, man?
This is a camera on the rudder, near the rudder.
2, 1, release.
Watch my head.
Arms and fire.
And now we're making the 90-degree turn. You see the roll-off cabin. Roll off 95 degrees to the right. 90 degrees to the left. Got it under control. That howling sound is the rocket motor. And that's the noise it makes.
Very rough ride initially.
That's a ping pong ball on a string up there.
You hear that funny noise?
Yeah, a lot of pitching.
See, the sky is really going dark. You continue breathing,
Going
little
down on me.
Pretty close to under air here. You gotta be careful.
Engine shut down.
Hear how quiet it is now?
I did not shut it down. It shut down on its own.
You gotta do a roll when you're doing that.
Okay, rates are really good.
Copy, heavy green.
Now if you look on top of the trailing edge, you'll see the trailing edge lock come undone. There it is.
There it comes.
Now we're going to fold the airplane up about 80 degrees of fold. And right here we're pretty well upside down.
Yeah, the engine didn't run very well.
Doug Shane in mission control. Keep in mind, we are still going up, even though it doesn't look like it. We're still going up.
Fine, I'm trying to get it upright.
I'm using your reaction jet control to roll it upright.
Holy mackerel.
He just said you cannot believe the view. The horizon's at 950 miles away.
General, really good on the RCS. I'd like to see this back camera.
Here's where we have the trim problem.
Okay, everything is good here, Doug.
Okay, copy that. Thank you. You need to work on that when you can.
I see that.
And Doug, power pitch trap. You want that at
Right there, Paul Allen, and I knew we went to 100 kilometers.
Coming back.
Total breakers.
Going to backup trim.
Backup step trim.
Keep in mind, we're weightless. It had nothing to do with how it flew.
I'm trying.
Okay, nose.
That's roll setted.
Okay, let's leave it.
Bring it back up.
Let it down.
Leave the trim alone. That was a good point. That little problem solved. Listen very carefully. Those are M&Ms hitting the structure. He's using reaction controls, but just now he's seeing a little bit of atmosphere. Now you can hear the atmosphere.
Hey, to alert Gosh.
Scale conditions, and you can see them exiting the complex.
It is the pitching group we're talking about as it starts to re-enter. We're still only about 30 knots indicated here. The roaring sound is the wind blowing by. Here comes a high G. Watch his oxygen mask on his nose. Here I'm trying to steer towards Mojave. Guys, turn it back to Mojave.
Good, right?
The ride is much rougher when it's subsonic. He's now going subsonic.
CS switches are off. CS switches are on. I can see it. Pumps.
That rudder shaking.
I can see where I am.
That's scary.
That's coming down.
Okay, we're turning back into a glider now. And you'll hear all that roaring noise go away. And then you get the hook down and you know you got it made. Now you're just a light airplane glider flying subsonic. No big deal.
19, got that? Doing good.
Well, I did feel good too at that point. This is Chuck Coleman flying his extra up as a chase. And he follows me through the landing.
I'll try to talk without a trip.
Spaceship One is low P. Copy that, thank you.
You notice we don't wear a pressure suit, we just wear a flight suit.
Thank you to go. Little turbulent.
The indicated speed here, 130 knots, is same as the maximum speed during re-entry.
You want to watch
equivalent speed. That's the equivalent speed.
You want to watch the gear come down here. It comes down really quick.
Now that's just a skid on the nose. There's no nose wheel.
There's no go around here. You got to do this right the first time.
Right there, he knew he had it made.
Now Chuck's going to call the wheel height, which really helps a lot.
Attaboy, thanks, Chuck.
I don't think so.
The nose skid is a good brake. It's just a wooden rock.
The spaceship is stopped on the center line.
That's the fireman.
He's opening his own door. Here comes his wife. And we should not use that audio.
White knight saluting the airplane. Low pass.
This is a trick we learned from NASA when the B-52 would fly over.
There's Bob's Starship.
That's something. Oh, man.
By the way, we do look at real-time video during the flight. And we look at that boom camera on the tail, which shows the rocket float. John Campbell's our propulsion guy. The FAA is in the background. And this is Space Dev. This is Space Dev guy, Frank Macklin. He was very emotional.
Yeah, I think it's just an incredibly exciting
Paul
day
Allen.
for private space initiatives, and boy, it was exciting there in the control room and watching all the flight data stream in, and when that feather snapped back in place, and I knew we were headed for a safe landing. That was that really rewarding to see that, and know Mike was going to come in safely. So very exciting, a very exciting day, and glad everybody could enjoy seeing it.
How did everybody feel out there when the spaceship touched down in front of you? What did you feel? You know, up in Mission Control, there were about 3 other occasions during the flight that we felt exactly the same. You couldn't see those. It was the successful operation of our carefree re-entry, the feather, and the feather coming down, and you know, all the new stuff, and the opening of the envelope much higher than we'd gone before, and to successfully go through those barriers. That was extremely exciting to us in several times.
Thank you guys, both of you. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for these 2 guys. And I feel very, very honored to have been chosen to do this thing. It was very exciting. I must say I wasn't scared. I was a little nervous when we got in the airplane, but I was not afraid all the way up. But I was a little afraid on the way down. When you re-enter at 2.9 Mach and you start hitting the atmosphere, the noises you hear are somebody talking to you very, very sharply. You know, and you begin to believe that, wow, should I really be doing this?
I am very pleased and honored to present for the very first time
FAA.
These FAA commercial astronaut wings to Mike Melville in recognition of this.
This is Patty Smith, the Associate Administrator of AST.